A parting shot from the UN's human rights chief, Zeid Ra'ad al-Hussein, on what he has learnt in 4 years in the job and where he believes the world has gone wrong.
The UN is symptomatic of the wider global picture. It is only as great or as pathetic as the prevailing state of the international scene at the time.
In his maiden speech in 2014, al-Hussein, the first Muslim to lead the human rights body, targeted ISIL. He presided while abuses were being committed during the war in Syria, in Yemen, and the global refugee crisis. The Jordanian had airtime and opinions, but little power. He chose not to seek a second term because of frustration with what he called the ineffectiveness of the UN Security Council. Al-Hussein was often outspoken, making bold statements after Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte ordered the killings of thousands of drug suspects.
The president of the Philippines needs to submit himself to some sort of psychiatric evaluation.
Then there was the expansion of illegal Israeli settlements. He raised it repeatedly as a human rights abuse and called for an investigation into the recent killings of Palestinians in Gaza, making an enemy of the United States. They voted no to any inquiry and may now quit the human rights body over perceived anti-Israeli bias.
Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here.
In his final address, al-Hussein, undeterred, switched his anger to a US policy separating migrant children from their parents at the Mexico border.
The thought that any state would seek to deter parents by inflicting such abuse on children is unconscionable. I call on the United States to immediately end the practice of forcible separation of these children.
Al-Hussein has named and shamed governments and leaders from every continent, including in his homeland Jordan.
It has been hard on my family, and it has affected my relationship with the government of the country of my birth, the country I had the honor of representing diplomatically for so many years. And it makes me sad this is so.
While respected within these walls, the Jordanian royal is returning to a strained relationship at home and leaving behind a world strained in many places. Charlotte Bellis, Al Jazeera.